My tax proposal is very simple. The city is going to get your money anyway, whether you pay monthly or in installments. So why not give the citizens who have kept this town on life support for 2 and 3 generations a break? Those that have the extra funds should be able to pay their taxes a year in advance, but give them a 10% rebate. In other words, someone paying $4,000 a year in taxes would pay $3,600 up front. That way they save a few bucks, and the city gets to use the money immediately, hopefully for worthwhile and cost-effective projects. And why not also pitch this to new businesses, new residents as well? I mean, this is a win-win situation. I'll define cost-effective and worthwhile a little later. But right now, what's wrong with this picture? It's beautiful, but there's something missing. Where are the people? Where's the tourists? Where's the money? We have an untapped source of hidden wealth and revenue, but it's being used by a select group of individuals that, from what I have seen, does not put any money into the city coffers. We need to open up the canal for more usage by more people, which in turn will create more jobs and put more money into the city piggy bank. For example, why don't we buy 10,000 floating golf balls, a few dozen golf clubs, and put up 2 or 3 floating island greens? I mean, come on. Who doesn't like the golf balls in the water? I mean, I do it all the time when I'm golfing. So why not take advantage of this situation? A nice cash prize for a hole-in-one. Ring a bell to win a gift card that could be spent in any business or restaurant in town. This will employ people and bring paying customers. How about a couple of amphibious watercraft that could shuttle tourists between Welland and Port Colborne with stops along the way? We need to think outside the box here, people. Why not give the canal back to the power boaters a few days a month? I mean, we issue them a seasonal pass for a nominal fee. If they break the rules of water safety, their pass is revoked. Very simple. And speaking of water safety, where are all the approved personal flotation devices, life rings, heaving lines, and boat hooks that are part and parcel of every public boat dock and every public waterway? I mean, isn't there a law? And furthermore, have all these people operating the power-driven watercraft here passed the boater's exam, and do they possess the proper boating licenses? I mean, I'm just asking here, folks. Remember earlier when I said cost-effective and worthwhile? We need to run this city like a business, a profitable business, not the way we've been doing it for the last number of years. And here's just a few examples. We need to get rid of these ridiculous parking meters. I mean, no one likes to come downtown because we have to pay. Even before we pay a bill at City Hall, get our nails done, buy a suit, have a meal, even just a cup of coffee, we have to pay before we pay. I mean, it's my understanding that the parking meter operation is now, and has been for years, a losing proposition. It costs more to operate and pay the employees than what it brings in. Figures I've heard vary, but it costs in the neighborhood of $160,000 to realize a profit of approximately $65,000 per year. I mean, even if my figures are wrong, the bottom line is it costs more than it makes. I mean, can you run your business like this? I don't think so. I mean, and these meter maids, or bylaw officers as they prefer to be called, maybe they should be given bicycles or a bus pass so they can patrol and ticket people who park in the handicap spots without a permit. Maybe men who park in the expectant mother parking, and those who purposely clog and block fire lanes. I mean, you really believe that they would generate a lot more money in one day writing those kind of tickets than they would in 1 month of bushwhacking at the post office or in front of the Rex Hotel. And I don't really think business owners and their employees would use the free parking. I mean, that would just be taking the spot away of a potential paying customer. We need to streamline the current transit system. We need to get rid of most of those large buses. I mean, we still need a few, but we need a lot more of the smaller, more economical type units. That way we can have more access for more people in more places at more times. We need to be more cost effective. Case in point, the Wilson Road roller coaster sidewalk. I mean, I understand it was approximately $240,000 in surplus money to put up a sidewalk that most of the residents, I mean, at least the ones that I spoke to, they didn't want it anyway. I mean, here's a picture of the concrete catwalk. The good news is this project only cost $160,000. The bad news is we lost over 15 mature trees. and the same project has to be revisited and redone, and that's going to gobble up the rest of the surplus money. This is just another example of not doing things right the first time and needlessly squandering extra money that should have gone to a worthwhile project. Okay, and here's another one just for good measure. The crosswalk on the corner of Lincoln and Dover is actually wheelchair accessible on the south side of Lincoln, but there's a curb on the north side. I mean, people have been after the city for a couple of years to remedy the situation. I mean, can someone please explain to me how this can happen?